Alright, so today's topic is Chinese food. Today's recipe is orange chicken. So, yes, we're making orange chicken, kind of from scratch, mostly. Honestly, Chinese food was a lifesaver. Because, once again, one of the whole points of all these meal preps, the whole point of any of this, is to pretend like you never skipped a beat. Like well, I've been eating Chinese food, but now, not only am I watching how much of it I'm eating, I'm watching what I'm putting in it, and I know what I'm putting in it, and that's what matters. And I'm just taking, a healthier, conscious route. That's all. Like I said, we're gonna make orange chicken. I got chicken thighs, leftover rice. So, I have here some green onion that I'm gonna chop real quick. Get all my veggies and stuff chopped first. That way, you can just go. But I'm going to use an entire bunch, and I'm going to save half of it to, garnish, and then the other half is actually going to go in it. And the best part about this dish, have your chicken ready to go. Usually 6 ounces is about 2 trimmed, medium-sized, whatever, chicken thighs. But the nice thing is, you can have your rice ready to go. All you have to do is throw your sauce together. You don't have to use a wok. I'm using a wok because I have it. Duh. You can obviously use a large skillet, whatever. But next, I'm going to zest 1 orange. Okay? And that ends up being about 2 tablespoons of orange zest. And then hang on to your orange. Because then, I'm just going to go ahead, cut it in half now. But we're going to juice this and use the juice out of it. I'm just cutting this down so that it fits in my juicer a little bit better. Because I do, in fact, have a juicer. Now, I might need to trim him down so that he fits, but the idea is there. Now, I'm going to find a way to make this incredibly more difficult than it needs to be. And obviously, the more the merrier, but it looks like I got about a half a cup to actually probably a really hefty 1/4 cup of orange juice. So, 2 tablespoons of zest, 1/4 cup of orange juice. Come on, clean up for a second. Okay, and then next, I'm going to go ahead and trim up my chicken thighs. Like I said, should be roughly 2 of these guys trimmed up, good sized ones. Again, the more the merrier. And the reason why you want to trim these is because it will cook better. We're also not breading these, hence the healthier version. And you can dice them, you can slice them, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're feeling. Personally, dicing them does help, obviously, a little bit in the cooking process. But I'm just trying to trim as much connective tissue or fat as I possibly can off of these guys. Which is why you get the skinless ones, because that just obviously cuts half the battle out, but it is what it is. Also helps in finding any loose bones that was missed, whatever, because that would just suck in general. Okay, chicken. All right, now that we have all of our prep done, let's walk over to the wok. That was a very bad joke, and we're gonna pretend like we didn't hear that. So anyway, turn your wok on high, and I have right here 4 ounces of pre-cooked white rice. Again, my 1/4 cup of orange juice, 2 tablespoons of orange zest. We're gonna use half of a small bunch of green onion. And then this is actually about 7 ounces of chicken, which once it's cooked down will be just a slightly over 6 ounces of chicken. Totally fine. And then we're gonna add all our stuff, all of our seasonings. But the first thing you wanna do is cook your chicken. So once this gets nice and hot, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, we're gonna add our chicken. Go ahead and add 1 heaping tablespoon of garlic. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, and then you're just gonna let this go for a few minutes until your chicken's mostly cooked, because you don't wanna make your sauce until your chicken's mostly done. Otherwise, then you'll have undercooked pieces of chicken, or you run that risk, and you don't want that. Next, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of ginger paste. All right, next, 2 tablespoons of mirin, a tablespoon of rice vinegar. Next, 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, We're gonna add our orange juice and our orange zest. We're also gonna add a serving of stir-fry veggies. These ones are just carrots, snap peas, and broccoli. Okay, next, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar. Okay, and we're just gonna let this go till the veggies are cooked all the way through, basically reheated, and our sauce reduces. So that should take about 4 to 5 minutes until everything gets nice and sticky. And we're just gonna let him go. And then once that reduces, then we'll add our onion and our rice. And I'm gonna give mine just a little bit of heat, a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. About a half teaspoon. Okay, then we're gonna add half of our green onion. The reason I'm adding the green onion towards the end is just because I wanna keep the green onion looking nice. And then if you want to, you can mix in your rice or you can heat it up separately. Totally up to you. Okay, cut the heat, we've reduced. Look at that, tasty. So, take him right on over. Top it with a little bit more green onion. And then, if you want to get fancy, put some sesame seeds on there. Bam! There you have Chinese takeout in like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. But you know what you put in it. It's healthier, way healthier. And it's enjoyable. It makes the time go by. But let's eat it. All right, I'm not entirely upset right now, but everything smells like oranges. I don't know if it's my hands. I've washed my hands like 6 times. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if it's the orange peel. I don't know. But anyway, let's eat. Literally the only difference of this dish is the chicken's not breaded. That's it. The sauce is still reduced the same way. Still uses fresh orange juice. Now, most recipes don't have any sort of chili. I wanted a little bit of heat. I know that leans a little bit more towards like General Tso's chicken, but sometimes there is. And so just adding a little bit of heat goes a long way. It cuts through the extreme citrus of all the orange, because otherwise I feel like that's all you would taste is just orange zest and orange juice. But it's got a nice amount of sweetness, nice amount of acidity, nice amount of heat. And I think the biggest thing is the amount of sodium throughout the entire dish, because most, or at least every time I ate Chinese food, I always felt bloated. Probably MSG, but I always felt bloated after I ate it. But this, clean, easy, effective, delicious, and just tasty. And a little like, it just came off the stove. There you have it, guys. Chinese food, aka orange chicken. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did and you're new, make sure you hit that sub button, throw a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and as always, peace out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Alright, see if I don't burn my mouth this time.